Hip-hop artist Nicki Minaj rocketed to fame with tracks like Super Bass, Starships, and later Anaconda. She is the first female solo artist to have 7 singles simultaneously on the Billboard 100 chart. Born in the Caribbean, Nicki Minaj moved to New York as a 5-year-old and has overcome a difficult childhood to become a successful hip-hop artist. Her label mate Lil Wayne calls her an icon who has reached far beyond anything I would have imagined. Nicki will go down as one of the best to do it in the history of music. Minaj was born Onika Tanya Maraj on December 8, 1982 in St. James, Trinidad and Tobago, and moved with her family to Queens, New York when she was 5 years old. Minaj's father was a severe drug addict with a long history of violence. At one point, he set fire to the family's home in a failed attempt to kill Minaj's mother. Those early struggles, Minaj has said, helped fuel her drive to rise above the life her parents knew. I've always had this female empowerment thing in the back of my mind, she told Details magazine, because I wanted my mother to be stronger, and she couldn't be. I thought if I'm successful I can change her life. To reach that point, the young Minaj developed personas for herself that would allow her to reinvent herself. An early incarnation was Cookie, then came Harajuku Barbie before finally settling on Nicki Minaj. Fantasy was my reality, she has said. Minaj clearly had a knack for performance. At the age of 12, she authored her first rap, then went on to delve into acting at LaGaurdia High School of Music and Art, the school that inspired the movie fame. But her acting career didn't take off, and she took up a range of steady jobs, including waitressing at Red Lobster, where she was fired for being rude to customers. Determined to make it in the music business, Minaj took on backup singing roles for local New York City rappers, including Full Force. Soon, she began writing her own material. She was eventually discovered by the Dirty Money CEO Fendi, who came across Minaj's MySpace page, loved what he heard, and signed her to his label. That connection led Minaj to Lil Wayne, who collaborated with her on a series of mixtapes, the first of which, Playtime Is Over, was released in April 2007. This and subsequent mixtapes, including Sucka Free 2008 and Me Up Scotty 2009, showcased Minaj's female swagger and out-front style. She signed to Lil Wayne's Young Money label in August 2009, becoming its first ever female artist. She solidified her growing rep with appearances on the We Are Young Money compilation album 2009, also collaborating with Mariah Carey and Robin Thicke. By early 2010, anticipation had built up around Minaj's debut album, which was scheduled for release that fall. In April of that year, she released her first single, Massive Attack, followed by Your Love. 2 months later she won Best Hip Hop Female at the annual BET Awards. She dedicated the award to Lil Wayne. The Pink Friday album dropped that November, with 8 singles released to promote it. It went triple platinum, and received generally positive reviews. Entertainment Weekly's Brad Wheat was reminded of her labelmate Drake, fully aware of how amazing she is, but also how fragile. Minaj displayed a range of alter egos on her releases, including Onika, Nicki Lewinsky and Roman Zelensky. In March 2012, Minaj made a guest appearance on the popular television competition American Idol. She told singer Jennifer Lopez, then a judge on the show, to scoot over a little bit to make room for her at the judges' table. Rumors then flew of a feud between Minaj and Lopez, which Minaj later dismissed. Later that year, however, Minaj apparently got her wish when she was announced as a judge on American Idol. It didn't take long before the fireworks began between her and fellow judge Mariah Carey. The pair seemed to take an instant dislike to each other and openly feuded during the show's early auditions. Television viewers got to see the two square off once the show's 12th season began airing in early 2013. Minaj and Carey got into an argument during auditions in Charlotte, North Carolina, with Minaj storming off stage. Carey later claimed that Minaj threatened her with physical harm and decided to hire extra security as a result, according to the New York Daily News. Minaj has also been critical of the show, tweeting that American Idol is not a singing competition. Minaj reached a national audience with her 2012 Super Bowl appearance. She performed alongside Madonna in the game's popular halftime show. A short time later, Minaj released the album Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded. The record proved to be a smash hit, reaching the top of the pop, R&B charts. The infectious dance song Starships was the first breakout single. Pound the Alarm soon followed, and as did Va Va Voom. She went on to perform Roman Holiday at the Grammy Awards the same year. 8 more singles were released from her next album, The Pinkprint, which came out on December 12, 2014. The album's star-studded guest list included Beyoncé, Chris Brown, Ariana Grande and Drake. It went double platinum, and in 2016, she won the Best Female Hip-Hop Artist Award at the BET Awards for the 7th consecutive time. Minaj had also been branching out into other areas. She provided the voice of Mammoth Steffi in 2012's Ice Age, Continental Drift and made her movie debut in 2014's The Other Woman, opposite Cameron Diaz. She later received a Teen Choice Awards 2016 nomination for her role in Barbershop, The Next Cut. She has fronted a number of endorsement deals and advertising campaigns, including MAC Cosmetics, Adidas Originals and Pepsi, and has her own fragrance line. She is a shareholder in the Tidal streaming service. Her relationship with the rapper Meek Mill ended in early 2017. Despite all her other projects, Minaj hasn't lost her musical focus. She appeared on a slew of singles in 2017, and with the simultaneous release and successes of No Frauds, Regretting Your Tears and Changed It, she took over the record of most entries on the Billboard Hot 100 by a female artist, a mark previously held by Aretha Franklin. The following April, Minaj dropped 2 new tracks, Chunklia and Barbie Tings. Later that year she unveiled Rich Sex, featuring Lil Wayne, and Bad, with Ariana Grande, and joined controversial rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine on the track Thief. On August 8, the artist launched her Queen radio show on Apple Music's Beats One station. 2 days later, her 4th studio album, Queen, debuted at No.To. In early 2019, Minaj kicked off the Nicki WRLD tour in Frankfurt, Germany, with rapper Juice WRLD. Along with her many collaborations, the artist dropped her first solo single of the year, Megatron, in late June. In September, after the release of the Angry Birds movie 2, in which she had a voice role, Minaj delivered the stunning tweet that she'd decided to retire to have my family. Although the artist later promised her fans that there was more music to come, she took a step toward fulfilling her family desires by tying the knot with boyfriend Kenneth Petty in October. After kicking off 2020 with the Meghan Trainor collaboration Nice to Meet You, Minaj appeared as a guest judge on the season 12 premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race. She then joined Doja Cat for a remix of Say So, which became Minaj's first song to reach the top spot of the Billboard Hot 100. Minaj married Petty in October 2019. In July 2020, she announced that she's expecting. Minaj and Petty welcomed their first child, a son, on September 30, 2020. Minaj previously dated rappers Meek Mill and Safari Samuels.